Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Nation. I'm your host, Ernest Dempsey, fiction author of archaeological thrillers and, well, pretty much every. Seems like I'm getting into a lot of different genres with history and archaeology, and that's cool. That's fine because that's what I like. I like doing that sort of stuff. I also like talking about current topics. Sometimes it's books, sometimes it's movies or trailer reactions, sometimes it's sports. But my football season is ending today, so I won't have much American football to talk about as far as the Falcons are concerned, so that's good. But I see we are getting a load of people in here quickly already. I love it. Hello, Keith. You said I'm first. That's true. You were first. You beat her to it. Good morning, Michelle, Cheryl, and Deborah. Wax finger. So funny, not in my house. So I was reading. Uh, I like talking about interesting topics with you guys, and I think that I think that going forward, I'm going to do more of that. More of the things that are more of the things that are pressing on your mind, the trending topics of the day, as if you will. What's up, Ray? What's up, Dr. Kelly? You are up early. So I was looking through. I don't like news. I don't want the gloomy news of war and pestilence and that sort of thing. I don't like talking about that stuff. But interesting things that happen, the human stories, those are interesting. Those are cool. I said interesting twice. So this morning I saw a story about a woman who was, I guess, about to come home from work. What's up, Mike? No, but I will definitely see that. So I saw this story this morning about a woman who I guess she was about to come home from work, and she was calling her daughter to to tell her to please take the lasagna and the garlic bread out of the freezer to defrost it before she got home so she could cook dinner. So I'm just gonna cook some frozen lasagna, I guess, in a pan, and like the bread and all that stuff. Always a family favorite, and it's kind of making me want to cook that tonight. I don't know that I've done a frozen lasagna in a long time. I'm kind of on a strict diet right now, so that seems like that would probably be way outside the bounds of my restrictions. But anyway, it still sounds good. I can almost smell that garlic bread now. So the mother she's calling the kid, and the kid's not answering. Good morning, Allison. Kid's not answering. What's up, covered? The kid's not answering the phone, right? The daughter's not answering the phone. I guess she's at home. And so the mom's like, you know what? I know where she is. Now, like in the 80s growing up, parents would send us out, like they'd tell us, go play outside. And then they wouldn't see us for all day until the evening when it was like ring the dinner bell, the little triangle thing. Like, cook it, dinner's ready. Tell the kids. You and us, the we were, I guess, the middle of the Gen Xer group when I was growing up. But I mean, we survived drinking water out of water hoses and eating dandelions, and it was sometimes we'd like sneak in the house and get a snack, but man, you had to stay out of your parents' hair. And so, of course, we have video games too that came along, propagation of those. But we were survivors. We were out there in the world. We were seeing things, experiencing the reality that played out in front of us. nowadays, it seems like, and there's still kids that do that to a degree, but not much. I mean, you couldn't nowadays. You wouldn't let your kid like, hey, we'll see you. Just go out and have some fun in the neighborhood. We'll see you in 6 hours, 8 hours. Come on in for lunch in 4 hours. It's this dangerous world now, right? It's not like that. You don't see kids wandering around like you used to, and that's a shame. So now, where do the kids wander around? Well, online, apparently, in the world of Roblox, in Minecraft. But this story is about Roblox. This this woman apparently plays Roblox with her kid, and which, by the way, I'm not to that level yet with my daughter. She tried to play Roblox. She had some trouble with it. I don't understand the whole concept. I've played video games a lot since I was a kid, and it's always been something I loved. But I am completely lost. Hey, keep it down in there. I'm doing a show. So I'm completely lost with what Roblox even is. It seemed like it's a whole bunch of games inside of one game. Whatever. Anyway, that seems to be the place now where kids are safely wandering around, which is a little unfortunate because, it's not real. And I guess maybe it's all about perspective. Maybe it's real to them. Oh, we get too deep in the philosophical weeds there, but yeah. So I don't know that much about it, but apparently this mother in Chicago plays with her kid, and she was about to leave work, couldn't get the kid to answer the phone. The situation's escalating because if she gets home and the lasagna and the garlic bread are not sufficiently thawed out, she's going to have to wait another 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour to start dinner. Well, that sets everything off. I mean, then you're going to have, she's going to be hungry, the kid's going to be complaining and hungry. So she did what any good modern mother would do, and she thought, my kid's not answering her phone. Now, this isn't like in the 80s where you had like two phones in the whole house, one in the kitchen and one in the bedroom, like the master bedroom. Maybe one in the living room. Maybe you had three phones if you were really lucky. So it's not like she's out in the backyard playing, right? Now, she got a cell phone. The cell phone's with you at all times. So if she's not answering, it's probably on Do Not Disturb. And the mother's like, she's not answering, then she's busy doing something. And I know what she's doing. She's on Roblox. So she jumps into her avatar on the game and immediately finds her kid. Like there's this whole huge universe, but she knows where her kid's going to be, I guess. And I guess her kid's in like early stages of the game or whatever, so it wasn't hard to find her. Boom, finds her right away and tells her, hey, it's me. I'm trying to call you. You need to put the lasagna in the garlic bread out to thaw so that I can cook it when I get home. And the girl's like driving a car, like Grand Theft Auto style, I guess. Maybe not that violent. She's like, and the mother sees the car stop while the kid goes to put the stuff out on the counter or whatever, wherever they're gonna thaw it. And that's it. She was like, this became like a viral thing, I guess, over the weekend. And I thought that was really funny. I thought that was a delightful story to share to start our week, of a mother who would not be held back in her mission to get dinner ready at all costs. She had to go into the virtual world of Roblox to make sure that dinner was going to be served at the appropriate time. So I thought that was pretty great. Oh, I had to share that story. I'm gonna do that. I want to do that more in this show and in Drinks with Dempsey. Do fun topics like that. Good afternoon, Mike Wainwright. It's 9 a.m. here, so you must be. Is that a pint in your hand? Nice. You must be over on the across the ocean. Um, Thank you, Allison, for the hashtags for Coffee Nation. Hello, Jonathan Hill. Thank you to you as well. Good morning, Chris. Mm. Good morning, Wilma. Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I've tried some of those veggie noodles that are made from those things. Now, I like zucchini and I like squash, but I don't like pasta made from them. It seems a little off. I've tried it a couple of ways, and maybe it's me. Certainly healthy that way. I'll give you that. That's why I wanted to try it. So your cup of tea. I got you, Cheryl. I know you're not a coffee gal. Good morning, Carrie Messer and Heather LeBlanc and Terry Thornton. Calling me Valerie. Going out to play all day seems to be a small town thing. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the burbs, and grew up in the suburbs here of Chattanooga, so I guess. But but the kids like that grew up in Brooklyn, right? They were in the 50s and 60s. They were playing stickball in the streets and running amok. Feral children. I'll probably write a book about that. Feral children, like how we've been tamed down due to primarily safety concerns, I would guess. Which is fair. I mean, all sorts of sick things going on out there. Yep, that's right. So I was kind of small townish, especially suburbs or small town. You do play Roblox? I mean, I need to know how to play it. I need to know how to play that game. I need to sit down and figure it out. Maybe I'll figure out a YouTube, like I'll do a YouTube search for how to play Roblox, because I need to start doing that and learning what that's all about on the old Xbox, because it just seems like it's really simple and yet really complicated for me. I don't know why. So I got to figure it out. Good morning, Shannon Evans. Hey, all right, Linda Myers. 6 a.m. Oh my goodness, you are up early. Well, that's why I do the show at 9, so the West Coasters who are the early birds like you can join us. And meanwhile, it's afternoon over in the UK and España. Yeah, this is going to be weird if we relocate for a year over to that area. Be on a different time zone, so it'd be like afternoon coffee. Might have to change the name to Afternoon Coffee Nation. Fine by me. I can drink it all times of the day. I usually don't drink it much afternoon, but let's see. In Spain right now, it's probably what, 5 hours ahead, 6 hours ahead, something like that. So about 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock. I could do that. Coffee and cake time. It's bowling and football day. Oh, okay. Good. That's cool. I was talking to some guy, gosh, what is it? Who was I talking to? I cannot remember who I was talking to recently, but they said they had a whole bunch of perfect games bowling, and I was like, what? Like that kid was no big deal. Like, yeah, I mean, he's like basically grew up in a bowling alley. I was like, that's awesome. I've never had one. I've had my best was 244, which is I'm extremely proud of because I'm a straight bowler. I can't curve it. You're gonna be able to curve it to get those perfect games. I was pretty close. One open frame, I think. Amazing. Enjoying some Black Rifle Gunship Light Roast. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get up on that. Yeah. So I was really excited when we were in Pigeon Forge 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks. That was actually 4 weeks ago. Gosh, how time flies. We were up there and driving through, coming back from Dollywood, and I saw that's the first place. I'm sure it's not the first one, or maybe it is, but I saw the first, for me, the first Black Rifle Coffee Company shop, like a coffee shop. So I was like, whoa, that's awesome. If I wasn't pulling my camper, I would pull in there right now, but I was pulling the camper, so I didn't stop. But when I go back up there, I'm definitely going to check that out. And they have coffee shops now. Maybe I mentioned that before, but I'm excited about it. It's pretty cool. I like their coffee. Oh, that's a small town for sure. That's really small. That's like Winslow, Arizona small. Yeah, standing on a corner, Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford. Slowing down to take a look at me. You heard me. If I'm going to make or eat lasagna, it's going to be the real thing. Oh, yeah. My mom used to make lasagna every Saturday. So go to church, and um, I guess it was like in high school and early college. So I'd go to church, do the Sabbath school thing, and then go to the service. And I'd come home, and she'd be making lasagna, and I'd always invite my friends. They're like, lunch today? And I'm like, yeah, mom's gonna make lasagna. So I'd always have, 2 or 4 people over to the house, and mom made lasagna almost every Saturday for a long time. Sometimes she made tacos. So it was like 50-50 tacos, but it seems like it was 60-40 lasagna. But yeah, she would make it from scratch. She didn't make the pasta from scratch, although I'm learning that that's not that difficult. So I'm gonna have to give that a try. You got tickets to see Tommy Emmanuel on Wednesday. All right. I I did not play theme hospital. I don't even know what that is. Are you asking me that? Because I don't know what that is. Oh my goodness, so many comments. Greenwell Farms Kona chocolate macadamia nut medium roast. Ooh, I do like a good Kona. I've never been to Hawaii, but I want to go. Something about that Kona, it's just so good. Yep. No, I know. That's what I started with was Pong and Asteroids, and then I got Atari 2600, and then I upgraded to the Nintendo. I'm not sure how my parents afforded that at that time. And then a few years later, like Sega Genesis, and then eventually the PlayStation 1 or Super Nintendo, somewhere in there. And then like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, Xbox, or at PlayStation 3, that moment I changed over to Xbox because Halo became a thing. So I've been an Xbox girl ever since for the most part. I do have a PS4, but I need to play it more often. I just don't if I play too many video games, Ray Braun gets mad at me for not writing enough books fast enough. So I have to keep at it, or else I'll get in trouble with Ray. Can't play too many video games. Yeah, it's great. I thought that was a cool story. Oh no. Oh, Megan's not gonna like that. She's not. Right now, my wife, and she's in the living room, so I know she can hear me. I saw her walk in after she slept until 9 a.m. So I know she's gonna hear me say this, and it's okay. So she's really like during the holidays, she goes all in on baking things and making things, rum balls, cakes, pastries, desserts, all these different things, right? And then when we went to Miami to see my brother and his wife, you know, they fed us like crazy, and we usually are like a 2 meal a day family, and they eat like 3.5 times a day. And so like they're bringing us pastelitos from the Pine Street Bakery, which was insanely good, like this guava and cheese pastry. It's like these croissants with Nutella in them, and all these different things, right? All these different foods. We're just eating constantly. So she wants to reset. Like she does this whole dry January thing, and she does, and she's been low carbonate for the last few days, and she's been miserable. And I know you have been, Megan. She's not looking at me, but I know she's listening. And so, I think she just doesn't like how she feels after she eats all those things a lot, right? And so she's in this like reset mode right now, and I kind of am too. But it's for me, it's just getting back to what I normally do, my normal routine, caloric intake back to where it was, intermittent fasting back to where it was. So I would love, Terry, for you to send me some genuine Minnesota lafse. Lafse? How do you say it? Lafse? She says lasfe, but that's backwards. That's like when I was in guidance counseling and people couldn't say the word FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid. Like I worked with a counselor that always said FAFSA, and it used to drive me crazy. Like I shouldn't be triggered by anything, especially a mispronunciation. But for some reason, I just heard it all the time. It was like that somebody says something wrong, and that's all you hear. FAFSA, FAFSA. Left say. I would love for you to send us some left say, because she loves the left say from Epcot. I mean, she loves it. When we go there, she's like, I'm getting a left say. Well, she says Las Fe. Maybe she's right. Maybe it's back. Maybe it's like Brett Favre. Maybe that's it. It's like the same thing as Brett Favre's name. So she might be saying it right. I've never bothered to ask. So my wife would love a Las Fe or a left say, whatever it is. And I'm sure that she would love to have it as soon as possible, because that will rejuvenate her mind, body, and spirit to have one of those right now. She'll actually be mad. She'll be mad if we get one of those. She'll be like, "Why are you doing this to me? I'm trying to get back to where, like, resetting my body, and then your readers are sending me pastries." Yeah, I'm fine with it. I bought a couple of Kringles, over the holidays. Those are a Wisconsin thing, right? Danish Kringles. But I'm sure you have those up in Minnesota too, Terry. Hi, Shelly. Oh my goodness, you're kidding. You can't get. Oh, I would have figured if anybody had one, you did, Keith. Maybe today's the day, my son. Yeah, for sure. I've thought about that already. I've thought about doing that. Definitely. Some fun walking tours. Definitely. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. You know, it just depends on the blend you get with that with Black Rifle because I've had some I didn't like by them. I've had some by every brand that I don't like, and then I've got blends that I do like. For Phil's coffee, Filtered Soul is my favorite, but they have, it's one of my favorite coffees ever, but they've also got some that I don't like, so it just depends on the brew. Ooh, yeah, a little white, little Alfredo maybe, or a little little Parmesan cream sauce. That might be good. Taco soup would be good. Almost any kind of soup would be good today. It is dreary and rainy outside. And I'm like, man, 1 week ago I was in sunny Miami with perfect weather. What am I doing wrong? It's all gray and dreary. Yep, you can hear the train. That's right. You can hear it outside. You can still hear it. San Andreas. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right, I'll check it out. Left, like in left, and sa, short a, almost like the lefsa. Did you hear that, Megan? It's lefsa. That's how it's pronounced. Don't pretend like you knew that. I've heard you say lafse like a million times. That I don't even. I can't even see your face. So this is an outrage. Oh, you don't want any of those? She's lying. She's lying. Lying. No, I know you don't want any of those right now, honey. I know what you're going through. I understand. I also understand February 1st, all rules are off. Oh, have a good day, Allison. Yep, I'm going to be signing off here in a second, too. Thank you. Have a great Sunday as well. Yeah. Yep, I'll be signing off here in a second. So let me know. Let me know in the comments if there's if there's if there's something that you would like me to discuss on Friday on Drinks with Dempsey. What you would like me to talk about? Would you like me to talk about more shows or movies or books or historical things? This is your show, so I'm just the guy that talks. So, well, I'm Irish descent, but a lot of us Irish people, Irish American, but a lot of us folks with the Irish descent, come from Scandinavian origins because the Vikings that invaded. So that's why when I went to Denmark, I was walking around and I was like, everybody here looks like me, but I'm not. Oh, maybe I am a little bit. I like the Scandinavians, Norwegian. I should have worn my Norway hat. I've got a Norway hat. I really want to go there at some point. It looks awesome. I have not yet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I gotta remember to do that, Shannon. Thank you. I gotta remember. I'm gonna search it as soon as I sign off here so I don't forget. All right, you be safe driving back to Auburn. The IAA, oh, okay, well, let's address this before I sign off. The IAA is the Israeli Archaeological Administration, I believe, is their second A. There really is an IAA. And so this is, I have pondered this and pondered changing the name of the IAA. It was always a mouthful anyway, but I'm not sure what I would change it to, and it feels a little bit like it's too late to do that. And I would have to go back through, I don't know, all the Sean Wyatt books, all the Adriana books, all the Shadow Cell books that reference it, and all of the Dak Harper books that reference it. So we're looking at like 35 stories, maybe I would have to go back through and make some changes. But yes, the Israeli Archaeological Administration, or whatever it's called. Yep. Pretty sure they ripped me off. I'm pretty sure that my IAA was first, and that they just came around recently. Talk about some interesting fact or place you find in your research for your books. All right. Yep. All right, I can do that. Good topics. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I want to go there. Okay, I won't change it. I won't change it. Keep it. Got it. All right. Enjoy the Packer game, Shannon. Hey, thank you. Oh, cordless mouse. That's going to change your life, Wilma. It's going to change your life. I mean, no more cords. It's wonderful. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining me this morning on Coffee Nation. We'll see you soon, probably on Friday for Drinks with Dempsey. And if you're in the Roblox world, remember, keep your phone on in case your mom is calling and needs you to take the lasagna out of the freezer. I'll see y'all.